Not everyone you meet is meant to stay in your life. Some people bring peace. Others bring pressure. There are those whose presence feels light, supportive, uplifting, and there are those who leave you drained, confused, or anxious. In today's world, we often call them toxic people. But long before this term existed, the Buddha had already offered deep wisdom on how to deal with such people, wisdom that protects your peace, without needing to hold hatred. The Buddha didn't label people as toxic, but he spoke clearly about how unwholesome states of mind, like greed, anger, deceit, or ignorance, cause suffering. And when a person is dominated by these traits, their actions inevitably affect others. Buddhism teaches that the people we surround ourselves with play a major role in shaping our minds and our path. If someone's behavior pulls you away from clarity, peace, or ethical living, that influence is not neutral, it matters. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha said, "If a wise person finds a companion who lives with wisdom, let them walk together in joy. But if no such person is found, walk alone. There is no companionship with fools." This teaching may sound harsh, but it's not about superiority. It's about protecting your inner world. A fool, in Buddhist thought, is not someone with low intelligence. It's someone who lacks self-awareness, ethics, and compassion, someone who is impulsive, reckless, or consumed by ego. When we spend time with people like this, people who constantly criticize, lie, manipulate, or stir up drama, it's easy to lose touch with our better nature. You start doubting yourself. You shrink your truth. You begin to react, instead of reflect. And over time, you begin to absorb what doesn't belong to you. That's why the Buddha's advice is simple: if you can't find someone who uplifts your mind and supports your peace, it's better to walk alone. But avoiding harmful people doesn't mean avoiding love. It doesn't mean closing your heart. In fact, the Buddha's approach is rooted in something even more powerful: compassionate detachment. This means we can care for someone's well-being while still recognizing that their behavior isn't safe or healthy for us. We can wish them peace, and choose peace for ourselves by stepping away. Compassion doesn't mean self-sacrifice. It means responding with wisdom. When we practice mindfulness, we begin to notice how different people affect our inner state. Some bring stillness. Some stir up confusion. Some uplift your energy. Others pull you into their chaos. And when you see this clearly, you don't need to react with anger or blame. You simply make a conscious choice. This path is no longer aligned with mine. And you step back, gently. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for both yourself and the other person, is to let go. This doesn't mean you hold grudges. The Buddha never taught us to respond to harm with hate. He said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law." Letting go without hate is a form of inner strength. It's a way of freeing your heart from emotional baggage. You don't carry bitterness. You carry clarity. You don't close your heart. You protect your mind. And even from a distance, you can send goodwill. One of the Buddha's most beautiful teachings is the practice of loving kindness. It means wishing others well, even those you no longer walk with. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be free from suffering. You don't need to be in someone's life to hope for their healing. You can offer that intention quietly, from a safe space. That's the beauty of spiritual compassion. It doesn't depend on proximity. Another essential part of this wisdom is the idea of boundaries. In modern psychology, we talk about boundaries as ways of protecting mental health. Buddhism teaches something very similar: avoid what causes harm. That includes relationships that disturb your inner peace. Setting boundaries doesn't mean being cold. It means being clear. You can say no without guilt. You can choose silence without shame. You can walk away without resentment. Protecting your time, energy, and focus is not selfish. It's self-respect. Because every moment you spend in an environment of judgment, control, or chaos is a moment pulled away from your own growth. You deserve relationships that support your well-being, not sabotage it. Now, here's the other half of the path. It's not just about who you walk away from, it's also about who you walk with. The Buddha often spoke about the importance of wise companionship. Surround yourself with people who speak kindly, live honestly, act with integrity, and support your growth. People who don't try to change you, but who inspire you to become your best self. He described this as one of life's greatest blessings, being in the presence of those who are calm, thoughtful, compassionate, and sincere. These people don't just teach you with their words, they teach you by how they live. Their presence feels safe. Their silence feels peaceful. If you can find even one person like that, cherish the connection. And if you haven't found them yet, don't worry. Sometimes, the journey begins alone. There's deep power in learning to enjoy your own company. To befriend your breath. To honor your needs. To walk quietly through your own healing. And in doing so, you'll naturally begin attracting people who walk the same way. So the next time you feel guilty about letting someone go, remember this. It's not an act of hate. It's not a failure. It's not selfish. It's wisdom. It's love, applied inward. It's your path, being chosen, one clear step at a time. And as the Buddha taught, if you cannot find peace in someone else's presence, it's okay to protect that peace in solitude. Because it's better to walk alone in clarity than to walk with someone who clouds your light.